Good morning. Happy November 1st. It's kind of cool outside and sunny, and deer hunting's been suspended for the weekend because it's the youth hunt season. No big deal. So, my name is George. I'm Mr. Clean 28H, and you can see my blog on 28H at youtube.com also if you want to see it. So, what's today's conversation? Well, this is my 2017 Tri-Glide from Harley Davidson. I bought it brand new, and I do a lot of videoing when I record, travel. Me and the wife love to sit back and watch videos. I put music to mine. I like to watch videos, listen to music. Some people don't like music, and that's fine. They like just the road noise of the engine and the wind and stuff like that. I much prefer the little bit quiet, subtle, and more musical, just entertaining kind of stuff like that. But anyway, let's talk about the Contourroam and the GoPro. I've had the GoPro Hero, the first one that came out. Battery lasted me probably about an hour during my ride. Could never tell if I was recording. That upset me. So I gave it to my son, and I guess it's gone by now anyway. It doesn't matter. And then I saw, hey, GoPro Hero 8 came out. I can just push the button. It starts recording right away. Push the button and kind of shut it off. Yes and no. Battery life on that did not last the entire ride. And that kind of upset me. And I also didn't know if I missed a lot of the good shots in recording, and that kind of, like I said, upset me too. I record the entire ride, and then I splice it into different areas so I can see, the curves, the twisties, the straights, and, it just repeats itself if you see the same thing over and over. So I try to change it up a little bit. I ride with the Southern Cruisers, Borderline chapter, great bunch of group, people and everything else about them. They showed me some beautiful roads here in Kentucky and Tennessee, and plus me and my wife, we travel anyway. So let's talk about these two different animals. This is the Contourroam. I'll give you a close-up short in a minute. It's a simple process. You just push the button forward, it comes on, you record, you pull the button back, it stops. That's simple. This thing lasted me on my last trip to Cumberland Falls State Park. It lasted me 2 days. And some of the mistakes that I found that I do is when I'm videoing pulling up like I did to the lodge to check in, I forgot to shut it off. So I got 45 minutes of sitting there watching people walk in front of my trike. Not a big deal. I shut it off. I said, okay, we're done riding for the day anyway. The next couple of days is just hiking. So when we left, I used the entire 200 and something miles home, recorded the entire trip, and I still had battery life. I've used it to go to Alaska. Let me tell you what, I got some fantastic shots. Now what I've done differently that I used to not do is I have 3 cameras. I mount one facing forward, and I'll show you the other one here in a second. The other one's facing me and my wife. So I actually see me riding the video this time and see her. Hard part, trying to splice the two together. Not a big deal. That's photo editing that I use my MacBook Pro for in iMovies. Real simple. I can do a split screen, put a screen inside a picture, or just not do it at all. So, when I'm not riding, I do store them in a little Pelican case here, 1060 1060. They all fit right here inside the box, along with my charger, which is nothing more than a USB adapter, or you can hook it to the computer. They use the micro SD cards. They do very well. I use at least 120 gigabytes worth of it, and I can fill them up to be exact. Now, I'm actually recording this on my wife's Canon 80D, which is a fantastic camera, so I can see myself in the monitor. Usually I don't get to do that. So, with that in mind, and then of course, when I'm done here, I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk about the previews in my next segment of a video where I'm going to actually install bags on my Tri-Glide and increase it. Of course, you notice I got a big cup holder now too, and I'll show you that on the previews as well. Alright, thank you. I'll be right back. So, the Contourroam. Very simple. Remove the cap. As you notice, it's mounted here. Now what's nice about this is you can turn the lens so the road is straight. And I'm going to show you that in a second too. Let me get back out here where I can focus this thing. Here's the on and off switch. You push it forward. It's recording. You see the green light? And it turns red. When you're done, you slide it back. Not a big deal. It's easy. Second one is over here on the other side of my trike. Notice my understandable, support him very much, is the Contourroam. Now this one really has a bad lean to it. So you think, wow, my picture's going to be crooked. Once again, on the top here, you can move this. Hopefully it doesn't autofocus. you can move this to level it out. And I'm going to show you. Once again, the concept this time is I pull it forward and I can record me and my wife and anybody that's behind me, which makes it interesting. And when you look at it from the back, it kind of looks funky. I got 2 cameras. So what's the third one for? Third one's for, I usually put it on a tripod, put it on the road down there, so as I ride, it captures me and the wife riding by, and then I stop and go pick it up. That simple. Just something kinky or stupid. I mean, I don't know. However you want to classify it. I think it's just interesting. So, I'll be right back. Okay, so, want you to watch. If you can look at this, and the back of this thing has a button. You just push in on it. Notice the line here. This is how you can adjust your camera to tilt it whichever direction you want to make it level with the road. Because not everybody does that. GoPro does not do that. You have to mount it and level it yourself. Here, the camera stays stationary, and I can do it. Alright, I'm back with you now. So, here's the thing. My other video going out of focus, so I had to restart this. I do apologize. Some of the focusing issues with my wife's cameras, if you get too close, it doesn't like to focus as well. And I like to try to keep everything, as much as possible, clean. Sorry about the dust on my bike. I was in here sawing earlier, so dust is on it and I didn't realize it. So back to the video. The Contour Roam versus the GoPro. Hey, GoPro might be for you. That is fine, not a problem. You might have better success at it than I do. Me personally, I love the Contour Roam. I've always got asked about my videos, how they're so stable. I think GoPro has a better quality. I must tell you that much. At least they do have the best quality I've ever seen. This has a great quality as well. Both waterproof as far as I know. Up to 30 feet. I've gotten it wet, no issues. Like I said, I use the RAM mounts to hold it on, and it works out pretty good. You can always see all my videos, like I said, at Mr. Clean 28H. Sorry, back up a little bit here. You can see them at Mr. Clean 28H at youtube.com if you want to, or you can go to Mr. Clean 28.smugmug.com. I'll post the links below to both of them so you can see them. I hope you enjoyed the video. The Contour Roams, like I said, has been the best camera that I've ever found for myself. That's why I bought my third one, because I already lost another one earlier. They're relatively cheaper than the GoPro and a lot easier to use. I must mention, when you do turn this off, you're turning off the battery too. So it's not like the GoPro where it's always on. So that also might help you to decide what you want to do. So, what's in store for the future here? Well, let me kind of move this camera back here a little bit. Sorry about that. So, what's in the future here? Well, I am going to install these bags on the side of my Harley. Harley sells them, they're $500 and something, and they're not very roomy inside for putting anything. This one here, like I think I might have showed it earlier, has deep pockets, it zips inside, you can double secure it, it latches pretty good, it's not magnetic. I want to use the water bottle holder, but after putting it up here in the fairing, I do not believe the water is going to fit in here because of the wheel well and all that hitting it. I'm not going to mount them on my fender, trust me on that one. When I travel, I didn't do it last time, that's why I had to use the camera for 2 days. I used a Pelican 1080 case to carry all 3 of them, plus the charger. It's a USB adapter, electrical adapter here, and I also store them on micro SD cards. It holds all 3 of them perfectly in here. Always travel with your charger if you're going to go for more than a day or 2, please. It keeps you. I hope you did enjoy the video, and like I said, this is the 1st of November. 3rd of November is coming up. I do hope you get out and vote for your candidate of your choice. I've already voted, and we'll keep the political stuff off of this thing. I love America. I love this country. And most of all, I want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving, a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year, and hope to see you on the road sometime. Feel free to visit any of my websites. Email me if you got questions. I will try to answer you. I have traveled almost 400,000 miles on 2 wheels and 3 wheels already. And I've only been riding since '95 when I started in Germany, which is a big accomplishment because my friends have told me once you start riding, it's like a bug. It bites you in the ass and you're not going to stop. And that's pretty much true. I have slowed down this year because of my new house. We're in my garage. And moving and everything takes a lot out of you, so I really haven't had the time to get out and ride. Plus, I've noticed the weather here in Tennessee versus Texas is a lot more dramatic and wet, so we try not to get out and get wet either. So in the meantime, people, I want to thank you for watching my video. I hope to make a few more on different products. I was going to do one on the drone mini, but I flew it into the tree yesterday and it's up there and I can't get to it. So unless I can find a skinny monkey to get up that tree to get it, it's probably going to stay there forever. So anyway, Godspeed and have a good day. Thank you.